Hello and welcome to part 8 of this Let's Play series, whatever you want to call it, where I do the vanilla dungeons with AI companions. In the last one we did Black Fathom Deeps, and it went pretty well. And in this one we were going to do Gnomeregan, even though I kind of wanted to do Razorfang Crawl first, but then I would be required to do all the quests that need to get a higher level and stuff, and I was like, you know what, screw that. So we're going to do Gnomeregan first. Honestly, I think I'm actually at the very least for Thermoplug at the end himself, I think I'm actually kind of under-leveled for this place, just slightly, because he is supposedly level 34, and even though I'm definitely going to get to level 29 in there, that is still a 5-level difference, which in terms of missing and resisting, being resisted and missing and stuff like that, and him dodging and all that stuff, him and the other enemies that are in there before him, at least, it could be slightly problematic from that fact that I am going to be slightly, a few levels below him, because I almost am certain that I'm not by that point going to get level 30. At least I highly doubt it. Even then, I would still be 4 levels lower. So yeah, it's probably not going to be the best by the end. So I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to decide to take 4 companions, a full party this time, instead of 1 less. Just because I have a feeling that we're going to need a DPS. Otherwise, mana and damage is going to be an issue, for at the very least for Thermoplug, which I don't want. And a few things changed, or a few things were updated on the server side, at least, with a patch, or whatever you want to call it, a quick patch. There's a few other things, but these are the 2 main ones, I guess, that I kind of mentioned in my last video. There's a added setting that allows you to apparently set the maximum out of combat threshold that healers will try to heal up to, the default being 100%. Now it says healers. I'm not sure if that also counts ranged DPS that are hybrids, so we'll just have to see if that counts them as well as the dispel priority thing, because apparently that's like the assumption that the developer Ace here was taking, was like, some situations in some context, it might be not detrimental at all for someone to be immobilized by, say, a Frost Nova, or it might be very detrimental, like the tank can't move and get in position or something like that, or can't do any damage, DPS warrior or something like that, because they're frozen in place. So yeah, it's fair enough that some things it's hard to know what context it is for a dispel to be worth it or not, or feel worth it, I guess. So he added another setting that allows you to change this to either tell them to not dispel anything, don't care about dispelling at all, only do ones that are priorities, such as stuns, fears, curses, or whatever whatever the companion considers a priority, and the default, which is dispel all they can. So I'm probably gonna set it to priority myself, and see how that goes. And I'm also gonna try and change the heal out of combat one, because I was the one who mentioned that, so I might as well try it. And one other thing that I didn't know that is a interesting detail is that you can, I'll probably try it at least once. You can apparently trade the companion's consumables, such as probably buff food, as well as stuff like these elixirs, and they will actually, like, use it if you trade it to them, so that's pretty neat. I was unaware of that. Oh yeah, there wasn't any more quests that I needed to get, because most of them are inside, for the Horde at least, besides Rig Wars and stuff. I did some questing to get to the level that I am, or whatever, some questing and a little bit of grinding in Stranglethorn Vale, which is actually pretty sort of high level, I guess, for me. But I was able to doing that, I was able to make these barbaric bracers, as well as, thankfully, the auction house had these large fangs on the auction house, because they have a surprisingly low drop rate, and kind of a pain to get the large fangs when you're trying to get them. So I was able to buy a bunch of those off the auction house for pretty cheap. Yeah, I made these nice bracers now, which who knows when they'll get replaced, but they're pretty good. Bought this necklace off the auction house for a pretty good price, so I was like, you know what? might as well get it. And as you can see from my gold mount, I have like 21 gold. I found a bunch of crap when I was just fishing in Stranglethorn Vale from the wreckages and the greater sagefish schools. And I was able to sell so much of it for a lot on the auction house to the marketeer and everything. Like, I found a dagger in a mithril bound trunk that was like vendored for like 2 gold, 50 silver or something. So I sold it on the auction house and it sold for like 5 gold, 50 silver, whatever. Double that. As well as the mage weave cloth bolts and some rune cloth bolts and silk cloth bolts and everything. I made a lot just from that. So I'm pretty good on the money right now. But yeah, I guess that's all the BSing I have to get out of the way. And let us start rolling our classes. We're going to take 4 this time. So first says 5. Priest. I don't know if they're going to be DPS or a healer. We'll see. 4. A rogue. 1. A warrior. And an... Oh! Interesting. A druid, an 8. Priest, rogue, druid... Priest, rogue, warrior, druid. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? I honestly think since we had that change with the druid, or whatever, that the change in behavior, I think I'm gonna have the druid be the healer this time, and the priest would just be a DPS. I'm trying to think of what kind of races, distribution, and what kind of genders and all that crap. So we're gonna have at least 1 repeat class, or whatever, repeat race. Let's make a, you know what, let's get an undead female, why not? Oh man, she's got a fucked up face. Or she's got one of the, in my opinion, one of the uglier female undead faces, but what are you gonna do sometimes? Z toggle helm, because that helm looks ugly. Thank you. You look much prettier without that helm, I'll give you that. Orc, male, I guess. Gotta have a little bit of gender distribution here. Don't have to, but I kind of like to. And now the warrior. Let's just do a dice roll for a orc, another orc, or a troll. So troll. And I guess a male troll, because you know what? I like the male troll, but the animations can always be kind of fucky. Oh wait, you know what? Troll Warrior's not too bad. I actually played a Troll Warrior on that other server. I like their animations for their special attack, whatever you call it, special abilities. 1 gold, 44 silver, not too bad for the 4th. So now for our druid, which is going to be a female Tauren, I think again. Yeah, healer. Tauren, female. Cool. Oh yeah, and I asked about I like her headdress. I'm alright with his hood, I'm alright with his headband. Yeah. His cloak, let's see. Cloak, see toggle cloak. Yeah, you know what? I think I like it better without that big fucking wavy cloak of yours. But yeah, I asked, or at least Ace answered my question of how the gear works, and it's actually not as I expected. It's actually like mostly random. Like it doesn't have he doesn't do any manual like placement of items or whatever. It's like some kind of stat distribution thing that it looks for. That's how you get the items of the different types, like of the tiger and stuff like that. Or it's something like that. It tries for that. And then the stuff with the trinkets is that why they always have those same trinkets is because there's not really any of that level, I guess, that they can have. So they try to fill the trinket slot, and that's just what it comes up with, basically, for around this level. So, yeah. It's apparently mostly random. And supposedly it does try to give quest items that are appropriate for the faction. So, apparently that's not really intended that the alliance items are on the horde for the alliance quest, but it's just kind of some quests don't have like great or proper ways that they're flagged within the game or something for being the specific factions or something like that. So that's supposedly why that happens. But yeah, the items are apparently mostly kind of just randomly selected, and they kind of try to fill like a stat quota, I guess you could say, which is it's pretty interesting. I didn't expect that. But let's actually look at their stuff as we do. Damn, Enchanter's Cowl, that's pretty good. Necklace, I mean, I guess 3 mana per 5 is pretty good. Kind of always seems underwhelming, kind of, those mana per 5 things, but, you know, you don't even have to worry about the 5-second rule with that, so that's, maybe it's really not as underwhelming as I think. Zealot's Robe, looks good on you. Complements your green skin complexion. Oh, you got that nice sash. Got a lot of stamina. A snake hoop. Dancing Flame, I don't know where that's from. Wind Spirit Staff. Find on pickup. I don't recall where that's from. I don't know where that's from. I forget where that's from. Sounds familiar, though. The Druid, she's got similar stuff, but of healing, which, damn, that's pretty, pretty good, some of that. Yeah, some pretty nice stuff. Very similar stuff to the Priest. The Witch's Finger. And the Rogue. What's he got? But yeah, since it's random, it's apparently like you could have situations or whatever where, you know, like one companion that you hired of the same like class and everything will actually potentially have worse gear than another one kind of deal. So it's a little bit of luck of the draw in there. I mean, not that it really matters that much, besides maybe for like the weapons in some cases, for some classes that rely on those more. But yeah, it's a pretty minor thing for the most part. Tiger Hunter gloves, those are always pretty good. Lots of attack power stuff. Nice ring from the PvP. And what has he got? This Scout's Blade? I forget where that's from. I think that might be PvP 2. And the Toxic Ravager, which is from here. And the Warrior has kind of a, not a crap helmet, but just kind of weird stat distribution, I guess. But not too bad. Scout's Charm, I think. Yep, Scout's Medallion. It's got some leather stuff, so he knows that the DPS matters more than the armor. Yeah. Yeah, another warrior that I hired actually spawned with a I mean, he's got a pretty, I mean, the fucking sword looks pretty cool, just the ancient war sword. But the Tauren warrior that I had help me in Stranglethorn, he spawned with a blue axe, the fiery war axe. So, yeah, sometimes you get better or worse depending on the luck of the draw, I guess. But his weapon looks fucking cool. I'll give him that. What are these names? Elvira, I guess Elvira, Axe Chains, Olaz, and Tribe Guard. So now that we have 4, is there any behaviors that I want to change right here? So she's going to be healing hybrid anyway, because she's a priest and everything. She's hybrid technically. Or is she? Yeah, she will. But I have to change the percentage if I want. Set. Hello? Okay, yeah, so some of these were changed and added and stuff. These commands. Joke, dance, list. And I think you added looks like some extra color to them, or at least I didn't notice that the text had little extra colors before, so that's nice. Let's see. What was the name? Set the spell. I'll do that first. Set the spell prio.
I suppose so.
I will only priority dispel. Okay, and then I'll do the same to Thought Tribe Guard. Set dispel prio. Okay. And then as her, I will do set off heal. I don't know, 60%. Eh, 60%.
I suppose so.
60%, so it's a little bit higher. What else? Set off heal 60%. And then the other thing I wanted to set the I'm gonna have to make macros for these eventually, but I'm just doing it the simpler but more time consuming way. What was it called? Set heal out of combat. I'll say 85%. Set heal out of combat 85.
Why not?
Healing out of combat threshold set to 85%. Because that's satisfactory to me, is like that amount. And then I'll do the same with Tribe Guard, but I will do off heal. Let's see, roll. Dot Z roll. Dot Z roll. What the hell was it? Dot Z set R DPS, I think. Yes. Okay. So set off heal. 70%, I guess. 70.
Of course.
And then I'll do set heal OOC 85%. 85. Okay, well, hopefully that works. I don't think there's any spells I want to turn off or any crap like that. So I think we're ready to go. And I got a bunch more consumes that I'm gonna need, most likely. But hey, you know what? Let's use one of these black labels, and let's see if I could trade Axe here. Trade. So he's got 1,255 health right now. Let me trade him one of these. See what he does. He does use it. And he does actually get a little bit drunk from it. That's interesting. So yeah, you could trade consumes. At least I don't know if it works for everything, or it depends. Maybe if they have a different like buff list that they care about. But you can trade consumes, and they will use them. It seems. So that's pretty cool. Buff consumes at least. So I'm doing this earlier in the morning. It's like 2 p.m. and I have like a nice glare on my screen. So it's a little bit harder for me to see. Hopefully the audio is still fine. I also got better dynamite. I have heavy dynamite now instead of just coarse. So the first thing I'm gonna do in here is you know what? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna look and see if I can get that white punch card. I don't know if the Horde can actually get that or not, but I'm gonna see if I can get it. And so then I could use it later for the prismatic one, even though that's an alliance quest, but I might be able to get a engineering recipe from that, possibly. So I'm gonna see about that. When we get back in the dungeon, when we actually get in the dungeon, I will be back. So see you in a sec. Okay, so we are inside, and yes, the Horde can get the punch card. I got the white one, and then I went to that punch card thing in the outside of the dungeon and got the yellow one from it. And so far at least, the healing out of combat threshold setting seems to work. The D-spell, I don't know, I mean, I haven't seen things that are other priority, but the priest, she's dispelling diseases at least, so that's... The spell itself is still working, so that's good. But yeah, that was the big one. I was not sure if that would work, the heal out of combat one, so that's cool. And, yeah. We are just gonna go through Gnomeregan. Now... Yeah. What I was gonna say is that, I mean, the DPS is pretty good with everybody doing DPS, so that's pretty cool. But, what I was gonna say is that Gnomeregan, or no, Gnomeregan is actually the name, not Gnomeregan. Gnomeregan is one of my more personally liked dungeons in vanilla, even though I like most of the vanilla dungeons, as I said, but it's definitely up there on my list. And I don't know, it's just, it's one of those things that's hard to describe with vanilla WoW's dungeon design and stuff, that just, they stopped kind of doing after a while, after a few expansions and stuff, is that, I don't know, if you just look at this, if you just look at this place, it's so big, it feels so big in scale, like, maybe it's even just little things where it's like just this big, very open room where the ceiling is pretty high, even if it's just an illusion with invisible walls and stuff, if you actually went up there or something. But it just feels so big, and I know people could say the same stuff for places like Blood Furnace and say the Burning Crusade, but it's just not like it doesn't feel the same. I don't know. Because it's not, it's so it's such a linear place. Like in Overground, there's so many ways that you could kind of like go through this area. There's so many ways you could kind of go through here. Like right now, if I wanted to, that big that big gear there, we could get to that spot over there where my cursor is, and just do a jump down there, and it would not kill me, at least. I mean, them, they probably don't even really care about fall damage, but players, you could just jump down there and you'd survive with a pretty decent sliver of health, and you'd be able to skip, like, not a huge, but a pretty big portion of the dungeon, and you could do the same later on. Or if you want to, it's honestly the more time efficient thing. You could just skip, like, half the dungeon, almost, and like basically get to the very end like section. So it's just those things that in later, I mean, you could do it, I'm sure, in later instances and stuff, but like just the ones that I've seen, just the ones that I've remember and seen in the other expansions, like they just don't kind of have that they don't have that kind of openness, that non-linearity that, like, maybe a few do, but most do not. And that's one of the vanilla dungeon things that I just always loved so much, and it was like always something that I would be like, man, that's so awesome. Like BRD is another amazing. I mean, Marathon has like the three different sections. Even though those sections are kind of linear, they still have branching paths that kind of lead to sort of optional stuff here and there. And it just makes it feel like such a more real place when it's not just like a linear hallway. It almost feels like an entire zone. Like Gnomeregan here, like it could be way bigger to be like a huge gnomish city or whatever, but it still feels pretty damn big. And just the non-linearity of it, like there's so many possible ways that you could kind of tackle the place. Like you could do the speedrunner thing if you want, which most people do, or you could do the entire place, which like I'm gonna do the quote-unquote more intended path. And it's the same with a lot of vanilla dungeons. It's just like this one especially kind of feels that way. And just like I like the general kind of engineering theme. Like engineering is probably the coolest. I'd say definitely in vanilla, it's the coolest profession. Definitely in vanilla, it's the coolest profession, and even in later expansions, it's still probably like one of the coolest professions, if not the coolest. Just with the amount of stuff that you're able to weird shit with it, useful stuff at the same time, like kind of wacky, crazy stuff you could do with it. Just the other professions just do not compare. And this place having like a bunch of unique recipes that you could find for engineering is just really, really neat. But, you know, obvious that even this place, with how much I like it, there's so many things it could have done, like, even better. Especially with more quests for, like, both I mean, any dungeon, obviously, but this one is... It's a really good example of a vanilla dungeon feel, I guess, that, I really liked. Like, even this side path area here, I don't even think that this might have an alliance quest attached to it, but I'm not certain on that. Just this side path here, it just feels so different. It just feels so different, and this little like optional thing just to get this one stupid boss with the this part here. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be talking too much for a lot of this dungeon because otherwise it's gonna be a really damn long video. But yeah, that's my opinion on this place and everything. And I'm probably going to gush more about it as we go through, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna do this little optional path. We're gonna do the entire dungeon, go the kind of quote-unquote intended ways. That's about it, I guess. So, let's continue. You know what? I think I never even thought about it. I mean, yeah, there's a boss here, but I think it's kind of funny that a gnome is accepting help from some horde, but I guess she kind of explains it here. Thank the light you are here. I'd accept help from a two-headed ogre at this point. So yeah, she explains that yeah, she's fine with anybody. City has been overrun by trogs. Attempt to wipe them out. Our result is mass containment, but there is still hope. Our scientists who evacuated the Ironforge are working on a cure for the fallout sickness. Meanwhile, if you can help me stop the Trog invasion, perhaps the city can be retaken. I mean, this clearly doesn't do shit to help, but hey, it unlocks a boss and is a kind of sort of fun little event, I guess. So yeah, I think since my A, I don't feel like wasting dynamite on these stupid ads. Mostly, I'm just gonna be letting the warrior probably do most of the tanking in these spots here, honestly, because it's like fuck it. Damn, she does not have that much health, but she's all right for now. You can handle it. All right, blow him up already. Did you blow him up yet? What are you doing? There you go. Sheesh. And she immediately goes in there. Okay. The hell you doing? Interesting strategy she has. Yeah. Olaz is doing quite the better job at tanking than I would be in these heavy AoE situations. Get wrecked. This guy actually hurts quite a bit. What the hell is with that? Just goes right into it. Superb. Because of your help, my people stand a chance for retaking... yeah, I don't think so, but... Yay! Hip hip hooray. And I don't think he dropped even any blue, so... That, yeah, he didn't drop anything, so... he didn't drop anything special, so... Oh, well. That was a good showcase of how terrible my, my AoE potential is when I don't feel like using dynamite. There is many advantages, but also some disadvantages to coming here as Alliance. Like, Alliance, unfortunately, they don't have the, Alliance don't have as quick... Funny enough, Alliance don't have as quick a way to get back to a city. To get back to a city from Gnomeregan than, the Horde do, because the Horde can just instantly teleport back to, Booty Bay. But the Alliance have multiple vendors inside of Gnomeregan itself, as well as in the watch, the lookout, or whatever the hell this the holdout area. So they have quite the advantage in that way. They don't have to do all that extra footwork to vendor their stuff and everything. And it is funny as hell in vanilla, like, just how big the level ranges are inside of these dungeons. Like, so many of them now, it seems like they start, like, at level whatever, and then by the end, they get to, like, 10 levels higher than that by the end. There's some shit, like, 9 to 10 levels higher. Because even in this place, in Overgone, these guys are, like, level 25, 26. And... level 25, 26. And then they're fucking just quickly... They're just quickly becoming, as soon as you get to the end, like, 9, 10 levels higher than that by the end boss, which is, you know, kind of makes sense, but it also kind of funny how it works. I am definitely personally liking, this heal out of combat threshold thing a lot more, because, to me at least, it feels like they're not using nearly as much mana as they were before. Just, I mean, yeah, we have a full party this time. But it feels like they're not using as much mana and time when they could be drinking to just heal up, like, to me, a frivolous amount of health, which could just be healed, like, later, instead of just getting more mana and then speeding things up a bit, so it feels a little bit... The flow feels better. The general flow of the dungeon feels better so far. It's kind of curious that, that's just an observation I'm making. It seems like the priest is the one who's doing the most out of combat healing. Like, when I get below that threshold, she seems to be healing more often than the druid does. But maybe, I don't know if they actually compare with each other or something, like, and they say, okay, the priest has a more efficient heal than the druid, so the priest does it instead. I don't know. That's just a little observation there, curiosity. And I always liked, this little spot that we're in right now, this like giant whatever the hell this is, like motor, whatever the fuck this is, giant motor shaft debris. Just that little side path where there's usually a chest or something. Oh, man, those spots. Even in this dungeon, there are spots like that. So honestly, this is probably a path that not, like, a lot of people know about. Um, just because it's like, I don't know, people seem to generally go the kind of like speed running path where but they don't really seem to even realize that there's other ways to go. So just down those stairs, I mean, we'll see in a little bit, but just down those stairs is the holdout where there's like a a large amount of like gnomes, as you can see down there, that are they have their own little like kind of base of operations here. And since they are gnomes, they are only friendly to Alliance and hostile to Horde, which makes sense. A lot of the times I would see the Horde, they would think that's the, like, besides the shortcut, this is the only way to get through here or something. Like, they completely forget that there's this, like, side path here that leads down. So, yeah, the Horde can get through there completely safely, and I never, for a long time, I didn't really realize that. I mean, we're gonna go through the holdout because I want to use those, Sparkle-matics to, clean these, grime-encrusted objects. But still interesting that it's just one of those many side paths here that people probably don't even realize. And this is like probably the intended path for any non-Alliance characters. And maybe I could be completely wrong. Maybe most people know about this and I'm just an idiot and this is not a not known pathway or whatever or something. I don't know. But it always felt like that where nobody like knew that this even existed. Yeah, it's probably not the best thing uh, to stack up everybody when they have this irradiated blood stuff, but oh well. Oh wait, who's got it? Who's got it? I can't even see. Oh. I don't know why that debuff isn't showing up better. I guess it does, it's just showing up on the left. I didn't even really notice. I need to be quicker on dispelling that. And now I need to look for the somewhat random spot that escort guy spawns in this area. That's definitely something I'm gonna have to prepare more for when I get to those, stuff where it becomes more, necessary to do so, is, positioning specific classes in different spots for stuff like, cleaving. Cleaving enemies, like these ones, they really don't hurt that much, but in other places it might be a much bigger deal to not cleave the entire party. Here, while I'm down here, let's get whatever the next card is. Is it blue? I don't know. Yay! Minor recombobulator. Can I learn it again? What the hell? Now, what card did I get now? Blue, I was right. Let's see that minor recombobulator recipe. There it is. Not the cheapest thing, but also a pretty damn good thing, honestly. I'll probably make a few of those, but let's see. It's very nice. I guess we're alright to bring these guys out. Oh. I was wondering why the DPS was so low, and I was like, oh, it's because I'm not allowing them to move. And we're mostly DPS group, or mostly melee group. Doi. Oh man, yeah, this I forgot how many trogs are in this fucking area. It's a lot. Guy is always a pain to find. Because he's like, he blends in when he's lying down with some of this stuff. But he could also spawn in many of these places, so it's hard to know for sure which one he's in. But he's not usually in these kind of bedroom areas, so that's useful to know at least. Here he is. Found ya. Oh yeah. And uh yeah, he's one of these abnormal um he's one of these abnormal escort cases where he doesn't have like a set path that he just kind of goes on and then suicidally walks down that path until you get him out of there. Or until he gets to the end of his route. He's kind of like that guy in Unguro Crater, where he actually follows you. He actually just follows you, so you could like go as fast as you wanted and whatever path you wanted. So he's honestly a pretty good escort in comparison to most in the game. I don't know why they didn't have this more, but yeah. I guess in this way you can't script encounters as easily, so but hey, does anybody really like the classic escort shit where you just have to wait for them to go on their route and then it's like, "Oh, here's a bunch of encounters. Have fun." I guess the robot chicken, the homing robot chicken, whatever the hell they're called, and like say uh man, how am I forgetting the name? In Tanaris. In Tanaris and all the other ones, they're kind of like a mixture of that, where they go on their own little route, but they don't have like, well, they do have set encounters, so that's wrong. They just have other ones along the way too. Oh shit. Did did he die without me completing it? Fuck. Oh shit. I didn't know that was actually part of the fucking thing. Are you kidding me with that shit? Wow. Into my life and then thrown in here with some filthy trogs. Get me out of here. Here's the plan. Lead me to the exit. And allow you to blah, 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 blah. Okay, it doesn't say anything about that fucking homing or that stupid fucking alarmo bot. It doesn't say anything about that alarmo bot actually mattering. I thought that was just a joke at the end. That fucking, well, I guess it doesn't explain it because you're supposed to interpret, oh, they threw him in there for a reason, and then they attached that alarmo bot to keep track of him, and then if he tried to escape, blow him up like an explosive collar, I guess. I didn't fucking know that. Well, I guess that's something I learned today. Well, maybe he'll respawn later, or I'll have to do the dungeon again, which I might if that's the case, but I'm not gonna record that if I do it, so F it. Just assume that I completed it, and, I'll see if I actually do it later, but yeah, that's That was weird. I didn't expect that to actually mean anything. I thought that was just a joke at the end. But I was clearly wrong. But seriously though, like, I mean, I'm just thinking of like the tanking as a shaman here and stuff. I'm thinking like, man, how the hell would you do any AoE threat besides like healing and shit if you don't count chain lightning without dynamite? Like, I don't see that even being possible. Or so I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. All right, now time to start killing some of these getting through the holdout area. And these guys are not these little gnome holdout guys, they are not pushovers necessarily. And you can easily pull way more than you're way more than you're able to chew if you're not careful. That's what I was gonna mention before, actually. Man, in vanilla WoW, I have no idea how like dynamite works in terms of how the AoE is registered and when it gets registered to actually do its damage and such. Like when you actually throw the dynamite, it seems like this AoE doesn't really matter except on the first part that you try to throw it, and then like afterward, um that's the only time it seems to matter is that's the only time it seems to matter is like that first part that you try to throw it, and then wherever they move, it doesn't seem to mean shit. Like they still get hit. I don't know. I need to see if anybody like knows more about that, kind of how that works, because that is so strange to me how it does its thing. It never made sense. I was like, why does it seem to work like this? I guess there's not really that many guys down here. I thought there was more. But if you're not careful, you could get pretty beat up by them. If you pull too many. She finally ran out of mana and did her cat form thing. That's cool. Alright, well, that's the holdout cleared out. Not much reason that I did that, but, you know, we're Horde, we do fucked up shit sometimes, right? Let's do the little Grime Encrusted Crab quest. I think only one of them actually counts for doing the quest or some shit. It's probably like this one over here, I think. It's fucking weird however they coded that. Um... Or not? What the hell? Shouldn't I be getting a present, or what's up? Oh, I know. Yeah. I didn't actually... I didn't actually, like, complete it, or whatever. That's fucking weird. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, are they all giving me it now? Oh, shit. I think that was a nice little... I think that was a nice unintentional exploit kind of deal there. Well, I'm fine with it. Fuck it. Yeah, so if you want 3 times the XP for that, do them all on each machine, and then don't do the complete part yet. That's funny. Now, these are basically never worth actually paying for these. But I guess I'm in a gambling mood, so what the heck. It's only a few silver. Alright. As usual with gambling, not worth it. but I expected that. I expected that, and I signed up for it there. Also like the music here. It's like, it doesn't feel very dungeony, but it's very gnomey, and I think it's a pretty fitting theme for the dungeon and all that. Oh man, I forgot that how big Vicious Fallout was. Shit. Oh, nice. Heavy bronze lockbox. You know what? I'll just have the rogue, open that now. A small pocket watch. And, this chess piece. Pretty, pretty good, chess piece, honestly, for level 24. Not bad. Pretty good stats. Whoa, holy crap. That guy had a lot of shit. Mostly useless shit, but wow. Let's pull this asshole. Poison cleanse. Wow, this guy went down fucking fast. And I got the item I wanted, Hydrocane, even though as a shaman, I don't really need it, but I don't think there's any point where Hydrocane, if you can equip it, is a bad thing to have, so yeah, I am definitely keeping that. That is for sure. Might not keep it in my inventory all the time, but I will definitely keep it in my bank. For that is a very, very helpful item. Pretty sexy item, too. Whoa! What the hell? Petrol spill leggings. What the fuck? Huh. Wow, I've never known about that bind on equip, particular bind on equip item. That's pretty neat. I mean, I don't know how, I mean, for level 25, that's probably pretty damn good. That's cool. Wasn't expecting that. Now, I'm sure a lot of people don't like Gnomeregan just because it is a pretty damn long dungeon. But, I don't know. Just like I like BRD a lot, that's definitely not something that personally puts me off from the dungeon. I quite like the longer dungeons, I'll be honest. And this one is included in that. But, this part can be kind of shitty if you don't have great, AoE, I guess. It's just annoying more than anything, these little fuckers. So, we'll just have it be a free-for-all effort. I just gotta watch out for those, many pats. I forget if a lot of these pats, like, respawn or not. Like on, like, a set kind of timer or something, but, I'd imagine that at least a good amount of them don't, respawn, like, super quickly, but who knows. Well, that went pretty well. It was actually more than I was expecting. It almost seemed like it was 3 of those packs of, assistance rather than, 2 of them.
I suppose so.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Getting that worked out fine, but getting dazed there wasn't great. That was a bad time to get fucking dazed. Well, might as well get hell, stuttering. Might as well kill this boss while we're around this circle.
Join my fight. Electric justice.
Well, give him that. He hurt quite a bit. But he's dead. He's dead as a doorknob. Got a lot of stuff of stamina. Shit. Here, let's get the punch card first. I think this might give the prismatic one, or maybe it's like some other... This is the red punch card, yeah. Okay, red punch card. Got the workshop key, nice. And the Electrocutioner's Lug Nut. Not a bad ring if, not a bad ring, not a great ring, though. I think I prefer all the other ones I currently have, though, so... That's most likely going to either get disenchanted or vendor fodder. And yeah, I most likely have not been saying much this entire run, but or not this entire run, but for a good portion of the run so far. And yeah, just haven't had too much in particular to say. It's just kind of going smoothly ahead. It's flowing pretty well right now. And yes, I will say that I do like the... So far, I really do like the heal out of combat, what's it called? The heal out of combat threshold setting so far. I like it a lot better than the... what it was before, where it's just always default 100% kind of thing. So, yes, I am quite liking that. Fuck it. I don't know what this debuff is. Unable to attack, that's a pretty shit one. I don't know if that, it might be used somewhere else, but I don't know if that debuff is used anywhere else to pacify one. It's a pretty unique debuff, that's for sure. Oh yeah, and this path that I'm going right now, I'm almost certain that this is the intended path, but most people would have just jumped down into that circle area. Not like jump down, like, just straight away, but they would have went on one of the, like, side ledges and jumped down. But this is the longer, but I'm pretty sure more intended path. Might as well eat this food buff, fuck it, because I might soon want to be deleting stuff. My inventory, as it is. Look at all these buffs. Look at all those Eggman robots. It's a pretty fitting line, actually, right now. Man, I can't wait till I get Chain Lightning, because these pulls will go so much smoother at the very start when I do. Boy, look at all this silk cloth. That is, gonna be nice to break down later. Holy crap. Uh, this is the direction towards the end area, but I think down this way we go towards more that side area that a lot of people don't do. This is where the crowd pummeler is more towards, I believe. Boss, crowd pummeler, boss. Yes, indeed. This area can be pretty, sketchy. Just due to how kind of cramped it is, so... Be careful. Be careful indeed. Forget which direction leads where. I think this leads toward the crowd pummeler more than, anything. But let's pull back here, why don't we? Yeah, like, that was quite, quite dangerous in some respects. At least my health dipped pretty damn low there. I was like, oh shit. Chug that potion. The hell was that? Oh, nice. The security Delta card, which I need for getting the last, or one of the last plans you could kind of get here, I believe. Perfect. Got that. Hey. Well, I'm not going to open this because I don't have a reason to go out the back right now. Maybe later. But I'll have to see. Oh, good job. That worked out fine. There's the crowd pummeler. As always, a good portion of my time, because I'm a greedy fuck, is spent on managing inventory. Alright, well, let us Begin. Not too bad. Wow, look at that. We got the item that all those druids get salty as fuck for not dropping 20 times because they are... Oh, man. I guess my heart goes out to those feral druids out there that need to fucking farm the shit out of this stupid thing. Oh, man. Glad my class doesn't have to do that bullshit. My class just has its own reasons that it sucks. Is there much reason to fight these guys? Not really. Don't particularly feel like it. Let's just go back the way we came. That ability they use is so fucking weird. So yeah, this place is giving more XP than I was kind of expecting. Um, so that's cool. Hidden schematics. Oh yeah, discombobulate array. Where the hell is that? There it is. Whoa! Another bind unequipped blue. Shit. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's just drink these and get rid of them. And now I got the prismatic one. Which don't think I have any use for. But, hey. I think that's the last schematic I need from here, or whatever that I can get from here. Yay. Now should be the fun part. Where the fucking Dark Iron Dwarves with their stupid-ass mines. And also they're a few levels higher than all of us. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I brought 5. A full party here. Jeez. Yeah, these guys hurt quite a bit. So we definitely don't want to be too reckless here. Which we usually, at least I'm usually not, so... Should be alright, but, we get 3 or 4 of those guys, could be dicey. And I'm not sure how the, bots will react to the, nullifiers. Not sure how the bots will react to the arcane nullifiers if they'll not kill themselves. But thankfully we have 2 melee DPS, which is helpful there. Well, at least the dwarves seem pretty slow on dropping their mines, which is good. I think I'm honestly gonna turn the druid for now onto just full healing, because it's definitely getting pretty rough. That's the set healer. Set heal 90. Because I am definitely taking some good hits. Some good hits. Now, this next pull might be problematic. Because landmines. Landmines. I think I'm just going to pull them into here. Probably pull them with dynamite. And just hope for the best. Uh-oh. See if I can kill it. Yeah. Good. Well, probably wasn't the cleanest thing possible, but it seemed to have gone fine. Uh, all right. I got that grime-encrusted ring I want to bring back, which is why we're not going to be going out the back entrance. At least one of the reasons. Because we got to return that. I mean, we could always go out the back entrance, then come in from the front again. All right, so that was probably potentially going to be like the hardest pull here, so that's good that that was done. I mean, all I had to do was just tell them to move when they put down the stupid landmine, so that wasn't too big of a deal. Now, I hope these guys don't formation and then pull over here or something. Looks like they'll be okay. Well, as one would expect, the higher level arcane nullifier is quite resistant to magic. You bastard. So what do we got? Got hopefully a lone guardian instead of all three of those guys. Okay, looks good. Yeah, there's definitely a timer and a place to have the the designated healer just do healing instead of DPS. Such as here, where I get quite low if I'm not I get quite low pretty quickly. So yeah. I don't know why anyone would go this bottom path, like on oh, there's another one of these? Fuck. That sucks. Well, just do the strategy I did before, I guess. They mostly resisted. That's not great. Okay, guys, move. Move. Very good. Could you please get off of her, you dick? Oh, well, this guy's gonna pull. Ah.
My mana is exhausted.
Uh... oh, shit.
My mana is exhausted.
Well, that was down to the, what do you call it? That was down to the wire right there at the end. I mean, yeah, we only had one person die, but man, I was real fucking close there. Shit. That fucking, well, I guess he kept resisting my Earth Shock. That fucking dwarf would not get off of, Thrive Guard here. God damn. But that's what you should expect when, you go into a place like, I guess, not considerably, but a decent amount lower level than, you should be for the area or whatever, for the zone, for the dungeon. In this case, the end, definitely am a little bit lower than we should be. But that's okay. This spot looks dicey. Oh, man, the ambassador is there. Oh, shit. So, we do have the ambassador. And I'll see later after we kill Thermoplug if I feel like going up there and clearing them. But it looks like we're gonna have a good few pulls left in that case. And even here, it's looking a little bit spooky. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and pull this guy and hopefully not pull all through all. I don't know. I know this spot can be fucked up, this little spot here, so hopefully he doesn't pull. This might be an ugly one. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. I guess the, group linking was fucked up, so... Yeah, thankfully those mines take quite a long time to actually fully arm. Yeah, I do like that. I mean, that just gives you the idea of how, kind of open you could kind of, run this dungeon or whatever. The paths you could take. That this final area here, you got literally 3 different ways that you could take if you want. You got that really narrow path, you got this big middle path that's kind of a clusterfuck, and then you got the side path that I think most people take or whatever, the bigger side path. And that is just one of those things that it's not unique to every dungeon, but it is pretty unique to Gnomeregan, I'd say. It's a unique aspect. Uh, I say kill the nullifier first. Yay! 5 levels higher. Uh, and I know for certain that, well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. That maybe Thermoplug, or maybe the bots will do the mechanic, but I doubt it, so I am likely going to have to just fight them around and try to shut the things off. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I got a man up. And then I guess we'll just see how many times Thermoplug can resist my ass. Let's go! Or maybe just fucking burst them down and fuck the mechanic.
My machines are the future! They'll destroy you all!
Uh-oh.
Explosion! More explosions! We gotta have more explosions!
Where the hell am I? Well, that didn't work out. Ah, boy. Yep, now I gotta walk. A long-ass fucking walk. But at least I could go the back entrance. Oh shit, actually. I think I'll go the front entrance. This is one of the fucking most... I mean, there's a lot of fucking bullshit graveyard walks. Graveyard runs, but this is one of the more fucking bullshit ones. And I'm pretty sure the Alliance has the same run. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting that not to go great, but that definitely went worse than I was expecting. What I might try to do, because the bombs weren't like that huge of a deal until like all of the things opened up, and then all of them were spewing out bombs. Uh, and then we took a lot of fucking damage. And he kept resisting all my spells, so me tanking was just not happening. The warrior was just doing the tanking at that point. So I'll see what happens when I get back in there, but I might just have the warrior tank, and then I'll just be the one just doing the fucking mechanic, as they can hopefully not run run out of mana too quickly fighting the boss. But yeah, I don't know, because just being able to stop the bombs should hopefully make it not nearly as bad. But yeah, as well, doing this 5 levels lower than the final boss, probably not the smartest idea as well. Note to self. And man, if I only brought a group of 4 instead of 5, this would be so much, even not like that much worse, but some of these pulls would definitely have been wipes and shit like that. So if you're gonna go in significantly lower level, uh definitely bring a full party. Don't try to fuck around with a 4 stack. I think I'm actually gonna go in through the front entrance because it might be faster than the back, because in the back we have to clear out the enemies there anyway, and I have to turn in the grime encrusted ring, which might actually be useful because maybe I could get level 30 and we could all get level 30, and that would probably help being at least a level higher instead of 5 levels lower, which makes it like impossible to hit with fucking spells, that's for sure. Well, let's see if we got respawns. Yes we do. Joy, joy, joy. Well, this is definitely gonna take longer than I was, thinking it would, but I guess shouldn't be too surprised there. It's just how it is sometimes. Yay, 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 respawns. Now, it's gonna be respawns in that fucking other place, too, so... Ah... I need to turn in the grime encrusted ring no matter what, so fuck it. Let's just go the front way right now and go from there. Oh, man. This is gonna be so much longer. I'm just thinking, I'm like, the respawns. The respawns. Oh, fucking respawns. Oh. At the very least, we were kind of close to taking him down. Not that close, but we were kind of close. No holdout guys respawn yet? Good. Going in the slot, painfully grinding noise. Oh, painful grinding noises. Either keep the ringer or find the person responsible. Cool. Well, should definitely get level 30 before we fight Thermoplug, which is good in this after wiping on him, so that's cool. Now, while we're here, and since there's no respawns, yeah, well, okay, there is respawns, but let's see if this guy respawned or not. The fucking escort. I don't know if it works like that, but we'll see. Don't see him in there, unfortunately. Well, F it. Let's see if we can get back to Thermoplug this front way without dealing with too many respawns. I don't know. Figure we shouldn't by at this point, but we'll see. Alright, so the recording is now officially gone over 3 hours, so that's awesome. Oh, fuck. Alright, good. It doesn't look like we got any respawns. Probably gonna have pats, but that's fine. But hopefully being level 30 should help. But I don't know. I'm still probably gonna do the strategy of possibly having the warrior tank, because he's gonna be hitting more just because his main damage is melee, not stuff like spells. And then maybe I can just do the mechanic myself, and hopefully they can deal with the boss in that time. But I don't know. I don't know. If we wipe again, then, I'm definitely going to go through the back entrance because then it would be a lot shorter because I have a good feeling that there will be respawns this way, and I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that. No thanks. Wait, oh, wrong way. Wrong way. We've done very good so far, guys. It's just, yeah. I mean, what can you expect fighting a boss that's 5 levels higher than the entire group? And the bots do not have the bots are not equipped to do the quote-unquote mechanic necessarily. So yeah, what can you really expect that in that sense? If we were all the same level as Thermoplug or like close to it, it'd be probably fucking easy tank and spank shit. But when we're 5 levels and gonna be missing everything, it's like, yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't think I need the prismatic punch card because I already got the 2 recipes that I'm at least aware of that you can get here. So yeah, man, Guard's formation is making me nervous. I'm just expecting the guys that just pulled through the fucking floor. I didn't know this door stayed open after you opened it. I thought it closed. Alright. So, we are going to, try and get level 30 by killing some shit. So, might as well get closer to that, ambassador. Fuck it. Even though this way is so fucking fucked up. Stop it. Leave the mines alone. Man, what fucking despawn already? Would you shit? Stupid fucking mines. But yeah, I don't think I want them. Avoiding those mines is fine, which is good. But I don't think I want them going up that really narrow path. Even me doing it, I get fucking. I get a bit squeamish doing that bullshit. Fuck. Ah, boy. Uh-oh. The mines don't seem to be affecting them that much. I didn't think the ambassador would, I didn't think the ambassador would pull from there. That was fucking... But hey, at least the mines aren't blowing up. F it. Well, that somehow worked. Good job. Good job, everyone. And the absolutely useless one for me. But, apparently a lot of people like that one. Boy, oh boy, my inventory's fucked. How much more? I need one more thing. Kill one more stupid thing. Great. And it's gonna be one of these stupid pulls. Fuck. Come on. I don't want to fucking fight that group. Let me pull another one. F it. What the shit is this? What is that? I guess that's something that the ambassador makes. That's intriguing. That's kind of neat. Didn't know that. Oh, you made a few of them. Oh shit. Nah, I'm sure they're not hard, but damn, the ambassador has for just some stupid rare spawn, he's got more stuff up his sleeve than I expected. And got level 30, thankfully. That should hopefully help a decent amount in taking out Thermoplug here. Alright, .z... .z set healer. She's now healer. And the .z set tank. Oh, wait, no. No. Does he use it? I don't know. Probably not, or I guess he decided to stop there, so that's alright, fuck it. I just wanted to try it out, so yeah. Note to self there. Alright, she's healer. I guess everybody's buffed up. He's tank, I don't know how he's gonna do, but alright, fuck it. Do your thing, guys.
Explosions! More explosions! I gotta have more explosions!
I'll try my best to do the mechanic. Keep it from getting too fucked up.
Explosions! More explosions! I gotta
Well,
have more explosions!
good job, guys. Claps all around. Honestly, I don't know if we had done that strategy before, it probably would have worked out. Uh, but I decided to not have that set. Uh, set melee DPS. Melee DPS. Z set arm DPS. But oh, nice. Uh, that's a nice helm. That is a very nice helm, just for the AoE factor in itself. I also want the shield, which is why I might run the dungeon again, but I'll have to see. But that helm is very good. What the hell is all this stuff of stamina? Jeez. And isn't there the blueprint over here? Yeah. Okay. So Rig Wars is done. And Return of the Ring is done. We have gotten level 30. I forgot to spend my... Apparently I forgot to spend 2 talent points. Oh well. So now blocking shield specialization is complete. I don't know what the next one I'll take. I might take improved lightning shield first. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a hard choice. But Thundering Strikes is obviously always going to be good. But with melee weapons, so if it's not spells too, then it's like eh. So maybe I'll probably go with improved lightning shield. I don't know. But let's see if we could go the back entrance and get the shit out of here. Oh wait, the back entrance? Fuck. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be encountering respawns. I know there's the way to do the exiting the dungeon that special way or whatever the hell it is, like logging out or some bullshit. Um, but I forget how to do it. I forget how it's done. And I could also just hearth, but I feel like going out the regular way. And maybe we won't encounter any respawns. But yeah, I'm very satisfied with how the bots handled doing that fight at least. At the very least, they did most of the stuff, and I was just doing the stupid mechanic, so they wouldn't get overwhelmed by the bombs and shit. So that seemed to work out. And it seemed the warrior did perfectly fine tanking the boss and all that. And yeah, that was not surprising, but that was pretty good, I guess, that worked. Yeah, that was a fucking awful pull. That was stupid as shit. That was a dumb as shit pull. The hell? The fuck is up with you, dude? Okay. Guess he's stuck in a protective invisible wall. So much silk, man. I didn't think, I didn't think silk dropped so much in, this level range of dungeon. I thought it was, like, a slight bit higher. That it'd be, like, a whole shit ton. Oh, yeah. And we are outski, outski. Should we kill TechBot? Nah. No point. Yay! Gnomeregan. Gnomeregan complete. Uh... Return it. Now, I'm kind of a fucking idiot now I think about it, because if I just hearthed, then I would have just gotten back to Orgrimmar to hand these things in quicker anyway. Alright, yeah, I'm a fucking schmuck. But hey, yeah, we got out the back entrance, so you got to see that, I guess. Uh, okay. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna hearth, fuck it. I'll be back in a second when I get to the quest giver again. Okay. Now we are ready to hand in these 2 quests. Rig Wars. I knew you could do it, Shulmi. Savak. I don't know what the hell that letter is, man. This font. I forgot I was gonna say that. This font, while it's nice for the icons and various other things, like generally the chat's pretty readable, the quest, like, journal font is like, so many letters are so fucking weird with it. Like that SOV, I don't even know what that is. Like an I guess that's SOV, Suvik. On the other hand, he had his doubts. Suvik. Ah, yes, Suvik. Nod clears his throat. Now that we have the blueprints in our possession, it is only a matter of time before we figure out all of the gnomish inventions that went into the creation of the rig and make them goblin innovations. Make them goblin innovations for our new shredder models. Cool. Well, I'm definitely taking those fucking pants, because those are a massive, crazy upgrade. The Trip Runner Dungarees. I don't even know how to say that.
Have a good one. What's up?
And Return of the Ring. We find a blah, 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 blah. Ring from Gnomeregan? Let me see. No. Not mine, but interesting. The Gnomeregan thing couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of numbskulls. For years, they are a joke, and now almost overnight they're making better rigs than us. The Dark Iron Dwarves and the Ring? That's even more interesting. You know, maybe the gnomes stole their crazy golem plans and modified them. Those Dark Irons, they definitely want some major payback. It's certainly worth investigating, you know. You know about that ring. What does he want? No, I'm not all of a sudden saying that the ring is mine. I normally don't do this, but your information about the dark irons was very useful. I'll improve your ring for you, better than whatever made the simple little thing could have. Man, I cannot fucking read. Made the simple little thing could have ever done. Would have made this simple little thing. What the fuck? I don't even. I'm reading that sentence. I don't even know what the hell. It's like that is so. It's such a weird wording. Probably some gnome. If you bring me a silver bar, a moss agate, and 30 silver coins for my trouble, I'll add a silver and a lattice to the ring that will strengthen the magic inside of it. Interested? Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys me getting the ring, but I'm probably gonna replace the family seal with it since it has all that stamina. Possibly. And yeah, I mean, this video's gone long as fuck already. I am pretty likely to do Gnomeregan again. At least one more time, but I'll see how fast, you know, if I go in the back entrance the other times, but obviously I'm gonna do that on my own time or whatever. But, yeah, that quest that I failed, I'm gonna probably go back in there and try and complete it this time instead of fucking it up like I did. But yeah, I will consider that Gnomeregan is complete. That was it was pretty fun to do, but man, when we wiped at the end there at Thermoflux, holy crap, I was like, oh man, and then the fucking respawns, that was a goddamn mess. But the fact that we did it well, okay, it took me to get to level 30 for us to for sure get it, but I think we could have done it if I let the bots do most of the work there at the beginning and let me do the quote-unquote difficult mechanic, the more human design mechanic sort of thing. But yeah, I completely forget exactly what things I mentioned here and there. If anything, I definitely like the addition of that setting. As I said, the heal out of combat threshold, I definitely like that a lot. I don't know exactly if the dispel thing, like, I couldn't really test it too much there, obviously. I obviously couldn't, like, test it too much there, but I have a feeling that it most likely works. I liked having that active, even though there wasn't really that many debuffs that were frivolous or whatever you want to say, like Frost Nova that often. But I like that. The bots, their AI did fine. That was kind of weird with the landmines. that they didn't seem to set them off, but I don't know how fucking the landmines, like, I don't know how its detonation distance is or whatever, so I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But that was nice. But yeah, it went very well, and as I said, even though it's a fucking long as shit dungeon, and it sucks like hell when you wipe, and you gotta walk all that fucking way through, Dunmerol or whatever, still one of my favorite dungeons. It was pretty cool. I got a whole shit ton of loot from this place. Holy crap. Got so much silk cloth and wool cloth. Holy crap, man. All these greens. Nuts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the crowd pummeler. I might just sell it. I might disenchant it. Yeah, I really don't know. I'll have to see if the shards possibly are worth it. But yeah, it went well, and it was cool, but it was really long. And this video has gone on, I'm sure, long enough. But in the next one, I am going to do RFC, Ragefire Chasm. And we're going to do that in the next one. But yeah, besides all that rambling, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.